Hi everybody, so today I'm gonna show you how to make the easiest bread you can from our new sourdough starter that we started 7 days ago. And this bread is foolproof, you can't really mess it up. So let's go and get started. So to make this bread you will need your starter, water and flour, that's it. So we're gonna start by putting 500 grams of starter into this bowl. I'm using a wholemeal starter, but you can use white starter, it doesn't really matter. It's just when you use white starter your bread is gonna be fluffier, it's not gonna be as dense. So that's it. Yep, 500 grams. Now we're gonna add wholemeal organic wheat flour, and we're gonna add 500 grams. That's it. And the last but not least, we're gonna add water, and it's gonna be 400 grams. So this is a really simple recipe even to remember. 500, 500, 400. But it really depends also on your flour. So when you have something like rye, you're gonna need less flour, less water, because it makes it then too thin, and it's not easy to bake with it. And I almost forgot, you're gonna need salt, and it's gonna be 14 grams. So 7 grams for one bread. So we are making 2 breads today from this batch. So 14. Now that's that. You're gonna mix it together. And make sure you mix it thoroughly, because you don't want any pockets with raw flour in it when it bakes. Now I'm using bread flour, so this is gonna be a little bit denser dough. So I think I'm gonna just add a little bit more water. It really depends what kind of flour you have. Now, a little bit more mixing. You can do this by hand, you know, if you put your hands into it, it's gonna be quicker, but I don't like to get dirty, so I'm using a spoon. Okay, and so you want, at the end, you want it to be about this consistency. So it's not really runny. Okay. It's like that, so you can spoon it into your tins. So next step is that we're gonna grease our tins. I use small tins like this because I found out that it bakes better in small tins. The smaller the amount, the better it bakes. So I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil on the bottom for now. And make sure that you grease it everywhere. Even though this is supposed to be non-stick, it still sticks. So it's always better to put some oil down, or you can use butter or lard or whatever you have. And now we're gonna spoon our bread mix into it, just like this. And as you go in with your dough, make sure that you flatten it out. I usually fill it about more than half, a little bit more than a half, to leave it some room to rise. So that's about that for now. I'm gonna do the second one and we'll see. I can divide the rest between two of them at the end. Now, if you want to make all white bread, I wouldn't recommend it with this recipe because it's quite sour, I noticed. So I don't make it with white flour. Oh. So we're gonna flatten it out again. And so this is also very quick bread because the amount of starter is quite big, so it doesn't take that long to rise it. So yeah, it looks the same. So now, and this is important, you have to put oil on top of it, because if you don't, it's gonna get dry really quickly and that sourdough won't be able to rise the dough. So make sure it's everywhere, all the way to the edges and to the sides. Like that. Now, you will cover it with a tea towel and put it somewhere warm, similar as you would be rising your starter. So somewhere warm consistently. And I'll come back and I'll show you how it looks when it's done, and then we're gonna bake it. Okay, so this is ready to put in the oven. Now, preheat your oven to 250 degrees. Put the bread in for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you're gonna turn it down to 200. And you'll leave it there for another 30 minutes. After that, you're gonna take it out of its tin and put it there without tin for another 10 minutes. And then that's it, that's ready. So I'll show you how it looks when it's baked. So this is our final product. I'm sorry I couldn't show you the whole thing because kids ate it before I was able to rescue it from them. But so this is how it looks. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel because I'm gonna have loads more videos about baking bread and making baguettes and different types of cakes and all with sourdough. So thanks for watching and next time.